Yo, what's up? My name is ConArtist. I'm from the United States of America. I know it seems a bit redundant, but I don't typically like giving out my specific location just because I'm not really the type to rep a city. And also, I don't want to make it any easier for any feds that may be watching. You know what I'm saying?
Why can't anyone help me?
Well, I started writing what you would consider music or songs since I was 8. And I call it a song because, like, my first one at least was really just a couple lines repeating. You know what I mean? But there's a melody in my head, and like I just sort of wrote it out, and then I just sort of went from there, and I took it further and started evolving, and so I was always writing, and then but it wasn't until 2019 that like I actually started trying to record what I was writing and like make music out of it. Um, well, a lot of people, but if you're referring to like sort of my first song, then well, like I said, I was 8, and so I was in school, and then we went to music class, and the teacher played this sort of weird like like rock country thing. I don't know. I don't remember it. I just remember for whatever reason the melody sort of got stuck in my head, and so I came up with my own little um, rhyme, I guess you could say, in my head, and it just kind of got stuck in there, and then I um, ended up writing it down when I got home, and I mean that sort of started my music journey, if you want to call it that. But if you're referring to like hip hop or rap, then it was of course like Eminem, of course. And then I started, digging down the rabbit hole, and like I came across like YouTube reactors, and like they started and watching them like break down lyrics and stuff like that. And so then I, got real um invested in like real focus on like double entendres and rhyme schemes, and like, started, evolving from there. Um, well, everybody, it just depends. It depends on the type of song. It depends, sometimes I'll be listening to like, MF Doom, or like I'll even be listening to like System of a Down, completely different genre, and just like sort of get an idea, or I'll listen to a beat and it'll remind me of something. And so I start, getting in that headspace, so it depends, sometimes it's just a feeling, it's just sort of a mood I'm in. Other, so I mean, everybody and everything, all the time, it just depends. Yeah, kinda. So, I believe music is simply an extension, or in any form of expression, really, is just an extension of who you are. So like, but nowadays people, it's all consumerism, right? It's all just, people are just consumers. It's all me. Like, well, what can music do for me, instead of what can I do for music, or rather, what can I do through music? You know what I'm saying? It's I I I would be foolish to believe that I can, I alone could change this, and or I can't, of course, but I hope to reignite, I guess, sort of the passion for music, for art in general, just as, simply the means of expression, rather than like appreciating only what the music that that fits your biases, sort of thing. You feel me? Authentic, unpredictable, abstract sometimes, just depends. Experimental. I mean, you're never gonna know what you're gonna get from me. Shit, I don't even know all the time. I'm always playing with this and trying that, so yeah. Not really. I mean, like I said, like I started off just writing these poems almost to, it started, getting inspired just from by whatever music I was exposed to, rock, country pop, hip hop, it just it just depends, so it sort of went from me writing these like poems to like me structuring verses and hooks and eventually me recording. I don't really have one, honestly. Give me a headset and pencil and paper, and I mean, I'm good. um, Fuck, there's so many. I mean, I could give like obviously like Tupac or Biggie, Nas, Eminem. I mean, of course, MF Doom. MF Doom is a big one. I don't know, maybe Kanye. I don't know. I don't know if Kanye would be fun or just fucking miserable. So he's a maybe. Uh, um, but yeah, I mean, I'm down to work with pretty much anybody as long as they're, you know, real. I guess like they're in it for the right reasons, type of thing. It plays a big one, a real intimate one, actually. It's how I express my emotions, my opinions, my thoughts, my experience. In a general sense, it's just how I communicate. It's also great at widening your perspective and just, processing things. What would I be doing with my life if it wasn't music? Basketball. Yeah, I mean, basketball was like my thing before music was. Um, like I said, I was always writing and stuff, but before I actually got real into like recording and like actively like making music, I was like, thinking like I was going to make the NBA or some shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, which I mean, looking back now, like all looking like at the politics of it and all, like of course, like even if I would be considered quote unquote good enough, like they wouldn't let me. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I would still be writing, probably poems or like short stories, shit like that. Like I would be writing still. And I would be making, of course, like other type of content still, like the gematria videos or like the conscious conspiracy sort of stuff. Well, I don't really like the term better when it comes to music, but what do I prefer? It depends. It depends. Like, I mean, it depends even on what you're considering old school and new school. But I mean, I guess if you're talking like boom bap versus like mumble rap trap sort of thing, I gotta go boom bap. But it depends. Like anything, there's some newer stuff that's cool. Like anything that's like experimental or like pushing the envelope, like shit like that's dope. Um, I don't think I really have a favorite. I guess one that stands out would be on the track I got with Airmail Stacks and Dr. Big FMC called Thornbush and the Needle. And so like the whole verse is like a giant scheme, but there's a section in it where it's like they call him Khan because the words back and cancel chords and attempt to get back words. You know what I'm saying? So like instead of saying they call him Khan because the words backwards, I'm phrasing it backwards. So words back and cancel chords and attempt to get words back, but like instead of saying words back, I'm like backwards, so I'm flipping it. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, as far as trademark goes, I mean, I guess you could go with like the corny white boy thing, but I don't know if that's necessarily a trademark. It's not like something I say in my music or anything like that generally. But yeah. You can find me on YouTube, of course, TikTok, BandLab, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, anywhere, any streaming service, fucking Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Amazon Music, Deezer, Tidal, you know, you get it. I'm pretty much everywhere. I met Wigges through Willie Greens. He invited me to a track, and he just, you know, I don't remember which one. I don't remember which one. I probably a cipher, maybe one of the cosmic ones. I don't remember. But yeah, he just hit me up, and he was, you know, invited me on, you know, to do a verse or whatever it was. And Wiggs was on it. He might have even done the production. To be honest, I don't remember. Um, but yeah, and then from there, I just, you know, I checked him out. You know, he checked me out. We just sort of, you know, kept in contact. Do I have a question? Sure. I guess I'll keep it music related. So whatever your primary genre is, let's say rap or whatever, like if your primary genre didn't exist, then you know what genre would you kind of dive into? What lane would you take? But yeah, I just want to shout out Wiggs. You know, appreciate you having me on. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you fuck with it, and if you don't, then fuck you.